5 seconds remaining. Radiant team OG's turn to ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals here of the DAC EU qualifiers, the final tribe versus OG. I'm extremely excited. My name, of course, is Dragondrop, and I'm joined by the one, the only Skills. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, and yeah, I'm...
Yeah, me too. I mean, your country people, your countrymen, your fellow Swedes are on the final tribe. Some people call them the Alliance Rejects, you could say, but they beat out Alliance 2-0.
10 seconds. OG's turn to ban.
Whether they have learned from that, and looking at these bans, they certainly did. Banning out that Jarex Elder Titan, off to a good start. OG though, well, we've talked about it before. They've been looking on a completely different level throughout this entire turn. So it's gonna be a tall order for Final Tribe. OG certainly coming in as the favorites here, but who knows? David against Goliath, well, you know how that story can end as well.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. First big question that we're gonna ask is, or that we're gonna have to ask is right now, is if the Lycan does get through. They do not choose to ban it out on the Final Tribe. OG have the option now. They do not have first pick. So, might be something the Tribe might be looking at if OG doesn't take it away here.
Ten seconds remaining.
I would hold my eyes on that second pick, like the last pick in this phase, Lycan, for Tribe. Because picking it first phase, or first pick, yeah, they do ban it out, because a first pick Lycan is a little bit scary, but that second pick, or when you have first pick, you will have the last pick in this first phase, and then you can always pick this Lycan, or we've seen Tinker, like all these heroes, and then you get 2 bans on the hero, so...
Yeah.
I think OG, good from them to ban it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's so powerful. They've shown it themselves, right? They know what kind of power this Lycan push can have in the right draft, because we need to draft for it, right? You need to have the ability to slow that push down early, or else you just lose all your buildings so quickly without being able to even fight into it, or just stop it altogether, and well, that's where you auto lose games sometimes. But not gonna be here, at least not for game number 1 of the series. The Tiny though making an appearance for the Final Tribe, so that's been a staple pick for a lot of teams, including that Swedish squad.
OG's turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Handle them, but of course, it is very solid. The Witch Doctor 2, very safe pick. Very powerful with that Maledict early on. If you have anything to come up with any...
They go for Puck here, which is... It's an interesting one for sure, I would say, already against Earthspit. Earthspit considered, if not the best position for here against him, because when Puck eventually gets a Yules, as Earthspit, when you initiate on him, you either use your silence and stun first, and then the Puck will typically use the Yules. And if you time it correctly, whatever spell you have left as Earthspirit, you can just time it so that it goes through the Yules as puck lands, and he won't be able to face shift out of that or blink. So Earth Speed is a really good counter to puck, but the Trap feels confident in. I would assume the Jonas on fan puck.
Some of the more popular heroes in this day and age, and lo and behold, some of the other heroes also being taken out, especially DK. Could have been a good one for Final Tribe perhaps, because it is one of these heroes that you can put to the middle lane and then...
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I do like Tribe. We've seen they really love their DK pick, but I think because OG has first pick in this phase coming up, they're scared of them just picking this Dragonite against the puck and just letting it towards him. And we've seen that countless times in this qualifier that Dragonite is just amazing as puck. So decided to ban it out.
want to go something more teamfight oriented.
Yeah, for OG, like one of their openings, the ET puck has been taken away. Like they like to third pick that puck with an ET, so yeah, we're not gonna see that. But Beastmasters, they played it both games yesterday for S4. And there's also something like Gyro, just a very balanced and all-around hero that can go either mid and carry.
Yep.
They can go multiple routes here, and all we can do here is sit back and see which one they choose.
OG's turn to pick.
Whoops.
That should be.
Mistakes were made, but you know,
yeah,
we live and we learn.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Alright, just making sure that everything's ready to go.
Radiant team pick.
Things should be fine now. Gyrocopter, okay, that's the hero that you mentioned before.
Super staple hero and will just do well really in any position you're put in. And like what Gyro provides, you can lane both lanes, my mid or carry, but you can also go aggro tri-lane. He's very good. They have a very potent aggro tri-lane right now, so
5 seconds.
super flexible third pick here. And as we see from OG before, they do tend to want to wait, because a lot of teams, they third pick their offlane, they just go support in the first phase, and then they pick their offlaner as third pick. But OG, we haven't seen them do it a lot. We usually see them wait with S4's pick quite a bit, unless they have this E-tier pack or something that they really like.
Yeah, it seems like the hero pool is good enough for S4 that they feel comfortable leaving his pick for last or for later. I mean, he's been playing not just the classic offlaners, but even pulling out. If you have that kind of hero pool, then you can always find something to fit your draft. And even now, with so much focus on other types of heroes, you still have a lot to choose from.
We see an Oracle here, and that's a hero I haven't seen in forever. I wonder if this is a preparation for a Huskar. Huskar has always been a good hero against Gyrocopter, because Gyrocopter is so magical reliant in the early games. So is Earth Speed. Is only Witch Doctor. Sure, he has his ultimate, but looks to be a really good Huskar game so far. And I think OG is... They want to pick a hero here that can deal with a Huskar if Tribes chooses to go for that, because Oracle, like, they have to have a plan with this. They don't just pick an Oracle out of the blue.
Yeah. It was popular for a while, just as a general hero. But nowadays, you only see it as a combination with something. If it's not the Huskar, then it's maybe even something like a Death Prophet. To just group up around, have that ultimate at the ready to make sure that she stays alive, gets at full value out of that exorcism. But yeah, with the Faceless Void, it's certainly some good lockdown against either.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'd still like to see, I don't know, with the Faceless Void. You have the Gyrocopter to kind of throw things into the Chronosphere. You also have the Witch Doctor, so you don't necessarily need something else out the offlane. So I wonder if they might be thinking about the SO Brewmaster, who can just kind of go in, find the Oracle, lift him up into the air, and then whatever final try pick as their combo, well, Oracle can't cast spells, then you can't really make good use of that within a team fight.
Yeah, because this is a little bit of a peculiar pick. It's very good team fight. Like, if you look at OG's lineup, their team fight is insane right now. But Oracle, it is considered like a slight counter to Void, because if you only get a one-man chrono on, let's say, any like core hero that you just want to burst down, Oracle, of course, with the right positioning, can always save that and make sure that the hero doesn't get blown up. So,
or you can disarm the Faceless Void, right?
That too. Like, Oracle has always been a good hero against Void. But of course, if Void gets Oracle plus anyone in chrono, I apologize.
No worries. Frank Z in the chat for all of you guys who are watching and enjoying the doggo sounds in the background. Final Tribe, they're really thinking about it. Running through the rest of the reserve time. Do they actually want to go for this Huskar, or do they have something else in mind? Nothing left to do but wait at this point, and well, could also just perhaps. I mean, also have to decide what other hero you want to run. Whether it's going to be a 4-position Tiny or a Puck. Or a 3-position Puck or whatnot, so they took the time to decide, and they did go through with it. Huskar Oracle. Final Tribe resorting to some cheese strats here to beat the
10 seconds remaining.
And it's gonna make it more exciting for this game, doesn't it?
Sorry, I didn't hear. I had to deal with animals.
I mean, you see the Huskar here, right? I mean,
yeah,
bit of a cheese strat coming through, and is that going to be enough to beat OG? They have one more pick to help account for it now as well.
I wonder if Tribe thinks here, like, okay, we got destroyed by OG, kind of destroyed last series. We feel like OG is kind of on another level, and one way of dealing with teams that are perhaps better than you, like normally you just go something cheesy like a Huskar Oracle, and you can just eke out that victory. But I don't think it's necessarily like a have to for OG, I mean Tribe, to do something like that, but hey, they feel like doing it in game 1, why not?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Sniper!
You may now select your heroes.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. And I do like this sniper pick. With OG's, obviously, if you look at OG's lineup, the late game is going to be so insanely good. And Tribe, of course, they want to end this game before they kind of get online. Therefore, the Tinker ban. But this sniper, he's kind of a poor man's Tinker. You can defend towers really easily and make it really obnoxious to get down those towers fast. So I do like that pick a lot.
Yeah, it can work decently well against the Huskar, one would think, just with all the physical damage that he ends up building. And also, once he gets to the point where he has a gajillion attack speed and that knockback talent, it's absolutely obnoxious to actually even get in there, right? Maybe Oracle, the Invis talent on the ultimate might help out to just get the Huskar in, because all you really need on Era is to get in range for the jump, and then you... It's down to Sniper and the rest of his team to just force stuff away and try and deal with that. But it's not just the Huskar that they have to worry about, it's also the Frost Chaos Knight, which similarly, I mean, works in very much the same way. If he gets close to the Sniper for a Reality Rift, then that Sniper should be dead 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, but that is the beauty of the Sniper pick, because neither of these heroes, Huskar and CK, are great at finding that gap close. So if Notil can just position himself really well in fights, it's gonna be really hard for them to do it. But this Puck and Tiny as well, whenever they get Blink Daggers, they have some... Tiny has the toss and Puck has just a coil to kind of pick Notil in place, so... they have ways of dealing with the Sniper for sure. Notil will gonna have to play a really good positional game here.
As a result, I also have to say that I like Final Tribe's draft a little bit better. At the same time, OG, like if this goes late game, you have the Chronosphere, you have the Sniper, and even the Gyrocopter. All of these are heroes that scale extremely well, that have this hard lockdown to ensure that you have a couple of seconds, and that's all you need in these late game situations for these kind of strong carry heroes to do their damage. But for now, they're gonna run into each other, they're gonna go onto Earthsplit, might be baiting out a little bit as the rest of OG is still smoked up behind him. The toss coming through. Jarek's trying to go for a roll just to slow them down, but now the rest of OG reveals himself. The cast bounces through the rockets follow onto the Huskar, and Era, the cheese hero, the Huskar, will fall together with his compadre. Hanskin on the Oracle will be the secondary casualty, and OG, they say, hey, you're gonna play your Oracle Huskar combo, but we're just gonna play our game and just kill you from before the horn even blows.
Yeah, and super
and
good.
Go for aggro lane? Question mark.
What did you say?
Are they going for aggro lane? Looks like it right now. With
and I really like that against the Huskar. You don't want to give Huskar if you let Huskar get freely to this armlet point, and with an Oracle, it can get really obnoxious to deal with because he can just kind of run over your lineup if you're OG. So they want to do all they can in the laning stage to shut him down.
Yep.
But they know that now and they're gonna dodge. I would assume that Fly might TP up there and try to kill Huskar when Earthsplit rotates over.
Yep.
But for now, Huskar's gonna get a couple of 3 lanes.
It's 4. It's soon the offlane pull on the safe point.
Pulling has gone too far.
Seen that before. Yeah, it really has. Yeah. Gonna go on mid, Hanskin on half health, but Jarek's unable to really do the damage. Sniper went for the headshot first, just for laning, so no shrapnels to help in any extra slows, so gonna have to keep an eye on this mid lane, Pablo. I'm just roaming tiny, looking to try and make something happen. Match this movement from the Earth Spirit, perhaps.
This is a very scary lane for No-Tail, like against his Oracle Chaos Knight. When they have some levels, they can kill him very easily. To get him in the Reality Rift.
Back into Fortunes, then follow up slow. Got that minus armor to work with already, so start punching away at them. And we'll see how that works out. One other thing though, OG got 4 bounty runes, so statistically they probably already won. Just want to point that out.
Didn't even.
Not exactly sure what the numbers are on that these days, but it's not something that you see every day, to say the least.
Yeah, 3, yeah, sure, that happens quite often, but 4, yeah. Doesn't really ever happen, really.
Yeah.
But nice for OG.
Yeah. Also, I think Jarek's and Fly sitting around in this middle lane, revealing themselves now, but yeah, it'll be just fine. Even for Hanskins, it's not the scariest thing. Only 44 base damage to duplicate, but if he actually gets to trade, then that'll help him out tremendously, regardless.
And now
especially against all these melee heroes.
They wanna make a move on Era here on top lane now. Jarek's TP'd in, Fly is coming around, but Tribe is going first.
That's already taking quite a bit of damage, and Time Walk doesn't really help you, even if it was off cooldown. Fly gets a cask through. It's only level 1, so no Maledict extra damage. Kinda don't quite have the tools just yet, especially not with Era about to crack level 3. It can turn around on you very easily indeed.
That would have been kind of a hard kill to get. Had to rely on Era kind of going aggressive on S4 maybe. Taking some creeps.
No tail. Spain's pushing in, he's in the river. Ah, they get the drag back Pablo. Takes rotation just to ensure the kill in case they needed it. It's 1 punch in before Hanskin finishes the job onto No-Tail.
And that's exactly what
you were talking about.
Yeah. Right now he doesn't have enough points in take aim to sit on a very nice long range, so he has to go up fairly close to last it, and then Frost can just Reality Rift and follow up with the Fortune's End and stun, and very hard for him to survive.
Gonna try again, Pablo, but yeah, No-Tail, he realizes still gets slowed down. Pablo does not want to dive the tower for tossback.
Oh, here he goes.
Maybe gets it now though with the avalanche toss all the way back. No-Tail, yeah, is trying to go the other way, but that will not happen, and it is such a crucial kill.
Like, No-Tail played like that because Pablo was level 1, and then a creep died, so Pablo got level 2 as he stood in the river. That was
very
unfortunate for, or if that was the intention of Pablo, we smart, but yeah, probably kind of lucky.
Yeah, maybe a bit of both. Sometimes, if you have time to think about it, then yeah, you can do the math on the way there.
Yeah.
Then either it happens or it doesn't, but you're, in any case, are you good enough to just adjust on the fly? Or you thought about beforehand, and it's also a similar level of smarts. Down bottom resolution dropping quite low, but gets the rocket off onto Pablo. Casts to follow, fly with the Maledict. Gonna try and bring him down, but gets avalanche. TP's out. Jonsvan gets a few extra right clicks in.
That is in trouble.
Fly away. He wants to kill. Fly. Not quite dropping low. The rocket barrage almost threatening Jonsvan now. The Salve kind of messed up, so he will fall. Meanwhile, Notail once again dropping to the same combo as before, one would think. Hanskin and Frost. That is not ideal.
Super rough lane from Notail so far.
Yeah.
And now Era.
3 times in a row like that, and he's top right now, in fact. Era pushed back and gets the heal off. Verify, this is gonna be enough. Not quite. S4, even without the time lock, gets the kill. They will trade for Jarek, but Hanskin, well, guys have some extra support from Jonsvan, jaunting across to Notail. He's dying a 4th time, maybe! The Salve keeping him alive for 2nd Salve! The 3rd right click, another one is necessary, but can he juke? Can he jive? He cannot! Or can he? The stun coming through from Jarek, not gonna be enough. Now with 4, he's in trouble, doesn't have the time mark. He's gonna get right click down, double kill for the puck. What is happening here? The toss coming through, they're not even done yet, Jarek. He does have another roll in a couple of seconds, and does have some boots, but there's also an orb to silence the right click triple kill for the Jonas some fun puck. Oh god, it's not even stopping, is it? Alright.
Yes, a fairy.
Verifier again, does have the Salve, but the Maledict is too powerful. Together, fueled up by the rocket barrage and the right clicks from Gyro Carter. So, OG Notail dies 4 times in quick succession. Era dies 2 times in quick succession. Who's getting the better end of this? I guess Frost, who's just quietly farming away, and maybe Jonsvan, who's just getting all these kills.
1 point to say how well you're going for either team. We have a roaming level 3 sniper. That's how bad Notail is doing right now.
Oh god. He's just switching from lane to lane, just looking for a home. Think to resolution, yeah, I need some time, and he's level 6, he found a haste rune, so he's at the point where he can do something. They're looking for Era mid, the roll will miss. Needs some help. There's a TP coming through, the stun from Jarex, blowing him down, getting resolution, the time for Rocket, and Rocket Barrage as well. Nice little purge, but with call down, he's being helped out by this Hanskin magic immunity. He is still alive, no more heals available, and finally, they do bring him down. Pablo with the toss during the roll. No follow-up control. Jonsvan rejoining only now. Does have a call for himself. Gets it down 3. They need a follow-up, though. Another toss or an avalanche is available. But 4 heroes in total. Nice silencer from Jarex to buy them more time. The cast started to bounce, but only once. Jonsvan should be able to get the jaunt off. Hanskin continuing to right-click away, but fly too far away now to actually finish the job. And now S4, he has an ultimate of his own. Finds the Chronosphere in the park. And will claim the killing spree. What a bloodbath here.
Yeah, both teams are like no stop action here. And I just want to point out that Notail successfully managed to dodge a gank and survive, because Frost was going there and wanted to kill him, but Notail managed to realize that and TP it out. So he's coming back, boys.
Yeah, certainly needs to 22 last hits. Still doing better than Era, honestly, who has 4 depths of his own.
Oh, there's so many cores in this game. Yeah, both Era and Sniper, like, they're doing terribly right now, so not necessarily any advantage to either team right now. It's very, very even so far.
When does this Chaos Knight come in, though? Because Frost is the only one who has normal quote-unquote cores he has at this point in the game for pro games, like 47, a couple of jungle creeps in the middle. But he's now forced to TP mid. Era again has a stick, but Maledict continuing to tick with the toss. They'll get the trade for Pablo.
I mean,
for the Earth Spirit.
OG knows what to do with a Husker. You don't give him, if you don't give him this armlet, like, he's such a weak hero. He becomes really, really annoying to kill and hard to deal with when he gets the armlet, and especially Orca level 6. What do? You just kill him a bunch before that.
Yeah.
They're doing exceptionally right now in that regard.
They say kills me nothing, but Era is probably thinking differently right now. Maybe they can... I don't know, I don't think you can go in the Faceless Void as long as there's a time mark available, but... there's some help coming in. Pablo and Hanskin. Just make sure that Era can get to that point. They can finish up that armlet in peace.
It's a very hard kill for them if they want to go for it. But I think they might just be here to ensure that, yeah, Era can farm.
Yeah. You know, just babysit him a little while. Alright. Him slowed down at least for the moment. Frost back in mid, continuing. Click creeps, 4K net worth on him, same as for Resolution though. And Gyrocopter is technically a bit of a counter to CK, kinda works both ways. As CK gets on top of him, you can just delete the hero. At the same time, if you don't, then Flak in the later parts of the game can... Oh.
Like use his orb aggressive a bit.
Oh no, he did. I was gonna say, like, something similar happened earlier, but the orb available defensively at the same time, it might make a play down bottom, but can't go on S4. He has a Chronosphere too.
Oracle is close to his level 6. Doesn't have it quite yet.
That's one thing that makes it much easier to actually save Era in these kind of situations.
Really want that, and look, like Era, he's so far from his armlet still. He's lacking about like 1000 gold. Yeah. OG wants to do a move on him before it. They certainly have time.
Yeah. Talked about the roaming sniper, but might as well be a roaming Husker. He's as much net worth as Pablo.
Yeah.
Just running about. He already has the urn though, so that's also useful. 8 at home. Level 5.5. Now they're gonna look to try and leverage that together with the Chaos Knight. They're making their way down bottom, and these two heroes joining, they should have enough lockdown power to even kill the Faceless Void. But Fly sitting there, maybe able to run interference. They do have a ward, but they don't see the smoke. Only popping now. There's a drag back. 1 second stun, and well, go for the very easy kill first.
It's a lot of tension here on the bottom lane. You can kind of feel both teams wants to make moves here. Tribe wants to make moves to make sure that the Era kind of goes in the right direction, and OG of course wants to...
Here we go. There's a roll, S4 does have the Chronosphere already, doesn't want to pop it now. They should have enough power here now. It's too far away, get silenced even. Jerax on the money, and well, there we go. We'll spend the Chronosphere for that one. He still has his ultimate available, might have to use it himself, and yeah, just does it straight away. Still being stunned, plenty of damage coming through with no further support in from Hanskin. This is just a delaying tactic and nothing else. The entirety of OG show their faces in this bottom lane. Also gonna take this tower, but Frost is trading for mid. And Jonas Farm is trading for top.
A defit though.
Yeah.
Not top,
we did 1 for 1. Where do we go from here? OG up to 2k gold lead. The core is looking kind of decently at this point.
And something to keep in mind here, why that? Because we don't really see Oracle anymore, especially on Oracle Husker. I guess when we see Oracle, it is with a Husker, but something that's really destroyed this combination is the Spirit Vessel item. The heal reduction from the Oracle ulti and just Huskar's Q spell, it's really detrimental to this combo, or Husker alone. That is something to keep in mind for Tribe as this game progresses. It's gonna get hard for them to do their shenanigans off.
Fly, look at him, he's actually building that straight away, not wasting any time with upgraded boots or anything.
Yeah, they know.
And yeah. But what they also have is of course a triangle resolution already. Trying to farm up the ancient stack with level 10, 3 points on the flag cannon. Meanwhile mid though, looking for a bit of a backstab perhaps. Jarex sitting behind the tower with half health. I don't know, trying to bait something out, but he has to be careful. Frost drags him back, he might just die. Very, very quickly indeed. Oh, they found him. Radiant, he found Jerax. And, well... not sure if that was lucky or whether that was just game sense.
Wonder if they saw him on this... I don't know how Jerax moved, but they have a ward in their jungle. Maybe they saw him moving there.
Yeah, he moved from the top side. Shouldn't have been spotted, it was just... I don't know, very random.
Looks like Tribe is gonna get this tower, but this is the mid tower, and as we said so many times before, it is the most important tower on the map for both sides. So of course OG, they wanna fight here.
Still running into Fly, the toss, extra bit of damage here. They need to bring down with the call, but Kronos, they catch him on the edge from backline. Nice little ultimate there from Hanskin, but now the Oracle himself will be first casualty, and Puck I think he's taken enough damage already. He should end up popping, and he does without getting killed of himself. So OG get 2. They keep the tower alive once more.
Yeah, I think S4, that was a very well placed chrono. Like, he thought he got 2 heroes, but of course one of them was an illusion. That doesn't matter, they still get a really good trade, and now they get the tier 1 in mid instead.
Yep. Hera, finally, he has his armlet. 40 minutes in, and this is where they want to fight immediately. Drag back, and 2 right clicks. Enough to bring them on. They toss up Frost further, right onto Notail. A couple more right clicks, drag back. Should be able to finish him off there. Meanwhile, in front, there's a rocket flying in, but the rest of OG are already on the run.
They did not give up.
Resolution, no. Jonsfan, it's not of the coil. Another 15 seconds. No Link Dagger either just yet. He went for the Veil, completed that, rather than saving up, but... Oh. It's their turn again to trade.
Teams are necking each other.
Just turnarounds on turnarounds every single lane so far, including mid. But OG, without the Chronosphere, they have a much harder time taking these kind of fights.
Yeah, they have this... Since they picked the Void, they kind of rely on getting... Of course, like any lineup, when you have a Void, you need him to execute and get very important Chronos. Because otherwise, yeah, you're probably not gonna take team fights when it's down, so gives the other team a lot of leeway to just get some free towers or Roshan.
Yep. Well, again, bit of an action and bit of a lull here as both teams consider their options, but OG, look what they're doing. They're continually farming up these jungles, multiple camps at the same time, stacking up these ancients. Resolution to farm up. Notail's trying, but I don't think he really has the power to do that efficiently.
That's a double region creep camp as well, so
yeah.
Both for Gyro and Sniper, that's gonna be really hard to take, because Gyro, he doesn't really kill.
Does that stack?
But they're going for Jonas.
Oh,
Jonas is orb.
Ooh. I should be fine. Does another phase shift right now. He's daunting up. But yeah, this region stacks, doesn't it? If you look at one of these dragons, they have like 3-4 auras.
Yeah,
it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, like, so both Gyro and Sniper, or especially Gyro, he doesn't kill them necessarily fast, because he needs usually 2 rounds of Flag Cannon to kill off ancient stacks. But these ones are just gonna regen up super fast if you don't kill them, so they might have to do a team effort here to get it down.
Oh. It's a long cooldown on Flag Cannon, they nerfed it a long while back. So we can't just pop it very quickly. Yeah, enough. Oh no, what the hell did you do? Frost revealing the smoke on an illusion.
That's a classic one right there.
Yeah, it's solved for a while, but yeah, it happens. You don't really think about it most of the time.
Yeah, like your instinct is just, ooh, it's a hero, let's go. But
yeah,
of course,
you look at what's in front of you, and not necessarily what happens to you.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Now OG is gonna counter smoke here, it looks like. Yeah, the Shadow Blade on S4 here.
Yeah. What team do you think is more under pressure to make these kind of moves work?
Tribe for sure. Because they have this Huskar Orc lineup, they really want to win mid game, and they have the Void lineup on OG, so when he gets like level 3 ulti and stuff, he won't die. He will always have a chrono up basically for fights. He can even go the Aghanims, which he might actually do just because they have so much chrono damage with the lineup. And by that point, like, it's gonna be so incredibly hard for Tribe to take fights against Gyro, Sniper and Void 4. So definitely on Tribe here to make something happen in the mid game.
S4 is threatening, but he also does have the Shadow Blade. They have a Sentry at the ready here with stun, ultimate. They have enough power here. They do indeed with the burst coming through. Frost on a man kill streak very quickly. Also fun. It sounds up, but still gets Carl onto fly. That'll be +1, perhaps. He's creeping out, and that's all.
Oh, the creep.
Oh, that was something.
And they're trying to steal the ancients here, but
look at the heals. Holy crap!
It goes so fast.
Yeah. +20 on the Prowlers, but I believe it's even more on these dragons. It's backed out over. Yeah, it's +30. Oh, +10 for each of these small Prowlers.
They're trying, but they're regening so much.
At this point, it just made it easy for OG to claim it with taking care of some of these small wee babies.
They got some of it, but yeah, I don't think OG's like, thank you.
Yeah, we can take now. But yay. Alright, but yeah, anyway. As for realizing that he's still kind of vulnerable if you get punched on by a CK, because Frost, like, he's at that point already. Like, he's on the pace. We can turn into one of these CKs that just basically wins games because he deletes heroes so quickly.
Yeah, like, he has his armlet now, but he's 5k net worth only. Like, even No-Till, he's had a terrible game, and he's still 1.5k gold ahead of him, so they really need this piece of the puzzle, this Husker, to do well when they pick this Oracle Husker, but right now he's just not there.
Does seem like a bit of a dead hero. Means Frost has to carry more, the Kronos being just on the edge. Perfect positioning here, everything being dropped, and it's a really good kill. Especially for No-Till, he had some extra money. His personal recovery fund.
That's a 500 gold. Very nice for them.
Now,
an S4.
One detection available here to purge off something. Now, a couple of right clicks onto Hanskin. A bit of trouble, needs some help. Era can start to right click, but he's also in a bit of trouble himself, perhaps, if he engages the Manfred Force forward. Just keeps running down Hanskin. Era, yeah, oh god, Resolution finds him.
Hanskin had the ult himself?
Yeah, it was just being bullied by his 4 and he's going to get the skill. And just gets out, there's no reaction because, I don't know, Jonas just running down Jerax, who's denying himself the creeps.
No.
Come on, man.
Can't even get that.
That is not the series of events that they wanted into Rocket. Phase shift, high enough level to dodge all of that. Should be fine on this puck right now.
And very good turn of events for OG. They get both the important cores, Husker and CK.
Yep. Well, top lane at the very least is still being pressured. This is a catapult wave, so tier 3 already taken a bit of chip damage here. As all of this chasing around did take their time. Now they're gonna try to go again. Frost is in a lot of trouble again, just on the edge, flies there, but this time Pablo, the Ursa farm, they're just blowing up the backlines, and well, he still dies to the last Melodic. Take Fly gets a kill, S4 breaks that core, looking for Pablo now, wants some revenge, and well, he's stuck inside the tree. So's Jonas Farm on the other side there. This looked like a good turnaround, but OG just hammering it down, regardless. Lost both of the supports, but of course, still just getting bigger and bigger, and we were talking about it before. This tri-core setup is extremely effective.
I mean, already now they're doing short work of Tribe, and they're even gonna seal Tribe's Roshan here. With Husker lineups, you really want this Roshan to be able to kind of, especially when you're up against a Chronosphere, you want to be able to have 2 lives, so you will always be able to come back and just run them over when they use their spells. But OG's gonna seal it away from them.
He's running in, he's gonna get this kill, slowed down though by the right clicks, is ulted up. He doesn't even have light steal to work with. He should still be dead here. Shouldn't he?
Yeah, I imagine, yeah.
Resolution, they have to kill Pablo. They might find No-Till, he is wood big and they get it. Resolution, turning things around, nice little stun there from Jerax with the magnetized, but now Frost coming into the fray and throwing in his right clicks. They have the dust onto S4, does have another jump, still gets stunned up though, dragged back, brought down, double kill. For Hanskin of all people, as well, he's doing what Oracles have been doing since the dawn of time. Steal kills with the Purifying Flames.
Interesting how that works, because Void is able to time walk out of the coil normally. We saw him do it in the previous coil usage. He was just time walked away from it, but this time he gets stunned from it. I don't know if he just didn't leap far enough or something.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be an explanation, right? Just sleeping just to the corner and then just walking the single extra unit.
Imagine that's what happened, or something. But a couple of nice kills for Tribe, but the big thing is OG got the Roshan. They were able to steal it away from Tribe, and the solution is booming in the network charts.
Yeah. He is certainly a scary carry right now with 2 lives on top of the BKB. Still 9 seconds available on that. And dismount right click already here to Sanjin Yasha here, the drums of endurance, all these intermediary stat items also helping to fuel him up. Leading for about 200 a pop, so not the worst thing in the world. Of course, with the absence of BKBs or higher levels to just tank up through his magic damage. In the rocket barrages, the cooldowns, also a sizable chunk of damage at this point.
Yeah, and we see S4, he decides, I'm gonna go for the Aghanim sector, and I do love this decision, because it's gonna be like, when Chrono is up, there's no way for Tribe to fight, because they just have packing too much of a punch, and when he eventually gets that, it's gonna become a really rough game for Tribe. They're gonna have to be able to find the void and burst him every fight, every time.
See now the Shadow Blade coming through.
You see?
I think Pablo scouted him out. Do they have the detection at the ready? Not on Tiny. Jonas Fan does have the gem. He's in this himself, so this could turn into something crazy if they ran into each other, but for now...
Resolution wants blood.
Oh, he does indeed. That is the silence coming through. Now they're initiating straight into the face of Void, taking him out immediately. Great start indeed, Oracle. Well, equally important kill for OG. Now, who can get out? Jonas Fan? Oh, but Frost wants to get back in. Blinks across. Era starts wrecking away. Jarek's down for the count. Pablo takes an assassination, but now Resolution. That's a big boss here. Running down Era, trying to undertarget Frost as well, but both of them will end up dropping. Jonas trying to do what he can. 3 for 4 trade at this point, though, as he's desperately trying to make his way out. Does have another phase shift.
Yeah. He's a live.
With the gem, does have to blink out, just barely. Another orb jaunt, the right clicks up there. Resolution super fast too, so they will run him down. Snag up the gem, a full 5-man wipe. OG. Even though they lost at Faces Void after that final tribe, they were a little bit too split up, and then Resolution able to sweep in, right?
Yeah, they... Sure, they did get the Void, which is big, but OG managed to snag up the Oracle as a counter kill, which is the best kill, because then won't be able to save either of his cores, and from there on they could kind of take the fight and just win it. But the big thing here is that they did lose the gem. The gem is... Because they're starting to lose out on this mid game, and this is where they really want to shine. So this gem would allow them to start getting some map control and be able to take the right fights, but instantly gets denied, and now OG has the gem instead, and it's gonna go in their favor, so even more bad things going for Tribe here.
Yeah. Good Resolution. It felt like just 2 minutes ago he had 13k net worth. Now he's sitting at 17k. He has a big item coming, and well, that's a big old butterfly. 26 minutes in, on top of BKB, on top of Sanjin Yasha. Like, that is... Can't remember the last time I've seen Gyro this farmed, even with on the dire side with ancient stacks and whatnot.
He's pretty fat, but still, yeah, now with the butterfly it's gonna be super hard to take down even once. For now he has Aegis, but it should time out soon. But yeah, we just need Tribe to execute this lineup, this Huskar Oracle shenanigans. But it is so hard against this Chronosphere, and Resolution is just running at them. Jerox with his Earthspeed is doing super good silences. He has the blink now, so he's gonna be able to jump on top of Oracle and silencing him and stunning him even easier. So it's gonna be hard for Tribe here to get the right fights going.
Well, certainly here. I mean, he killed Dota a couple of times. He found the recovery error. Not really. He's up to 7k. And 2k below the offlane S4 Faces Void, who is actually switched from that Aghanim Scepter to a Lincoln Sphere for the time being. So, on some sort of defensive items, some sort of defensive item first, by the looks of it.
Yeah, like he's gotten bursted twice in the last 2 fights now, or he's gotten bursted a couple of times at least, and he feels that, hey, if I die, it's not like I can use my Aghanim's Chrono anyway, so
yeah, we
just play it safe.
They also want to have him in that role scouting with that Shadow Blades. It's always inherently risky if you run into detection that you don't know about. For now though, they're looking for something. They find Arrow walking up the high ground. This time he does have the ult, starts right away, but Resolution with the BKB doesn't really care. S4 finds the Chronosphere on one. Pablo on the outside, F stuns in. Look at his power, look at his damage. The flus fly, but to get everybody else almost. Kill for Resolution. Double damage shooting Butterfly. Not even 30 minutes into the game, that'll happen.
I think that they didn't manage to get the ward on the high ground for Tribe, so the flak cannon just hit all of their heroes, and yeah, short work of Tribe. And now they're probably gonna get at least one side of Rax here.
This one TPing in, but there's not a whole lot he can do. Especially get stunned up or silenced here by Jarex. Replay, make sure that we can all see it in its full glory. Still playing its way through, but where's he in there? Down bottom, Jarex TP's out. He actually dies in a pound. That is hilarious. But the damage is still being done here. Tier 3 and Rax are down before the rest of Final Tribe respawn.
And yeah, it's just getting rougher and rougher for Tribe to make anything work here.
Yep.
But they're not giving up yet. It's only one Rax down.
Yep. Still the Chaos Knight, it's still pretty scary. And going in onto the heart. So if Frost actually gets to operate in these team fights.
Yeah, he can destroy anyone very easily on the side of OG.
Yep.
And Husker is going for the halberd. That is a very big item here for them, because if he can manage to halberd Gyro before he BKBs, it's gonna give them a couple of seconds here to potentially even kill him or a couple of heroes from his team. So that is gonna be a big pick if they can accomplish just that.
It's a really tall order. Resolution continuing to surge. Dipping into his trust fund here, picking up the Skadi after that last team fight in the set of Rax. The BKB is down to 7 seconds, so it's maybe manageable, but not really.
I do like the build. The build of No-Tail is pretty funny. He has a blink and a force staff because he knows that poor Stripe is gonna wanna kill him because he's a sniper. He's pretty vulnerable, so he just goes full mobility.
Looking to
I do like that.
Hurricane Pike. Yeah.
If you look at his items, you wouldn't really guess sniper.
Yeah. Well, for now, they are all smoked up. Final Tribe. He's super careful, Jonas Sofan. He is silenced up immediately. Does what he rules offensively. Into a stun though. Perfectly done. So, just showing that Jarex Earthspirit is still one of the top contenders here. Or like, hero player pairings. Yeah, not just the Elder Titan, it's also the Earthspirit.
Yeah. But that was, as mentioned in the draft, like, Earthspirit is so good against Pac because even if he gets his Yules, whereas against most heroes you're gonna be super fine with a Yules on Pac, like, you're gonna be so hard to kill. Earthspirit, he doesn't care, you just need to time it perfectly, and Jarex did.
Yep. On the bright side, Final Tribe didn't lose anything else. They were kind of grouped up for a very scary chrono indeed. But in that instance, OG were not able to find that. I mean, it's gonna be their plan now. Like, if we know OG, it should be like Roshan and then into another high ground push. What is Pablo doing? Oh no. He was gonna try to recover the gem, wasn't he?
Yeah, I guess that's what they were doing.
This is like...
Well, he tried.
Desperation plays all around.
But yeah, the thing is for Tribe now, like, I don't see them being able to teamfight OG at all anymore. Like, yeah, it's super hard. They need to find the void, but even if they find the void, like the gyro and the sniper are both huge issues for them.
Yep.
It's very hard, and it's not like their lineup can split push at all against this void, Shadowblade, and Earthspirit and everything. So their lineup were revolved around this mid game. So now it's gonna be very hard for them.
Assassination coming through, sniper, no tail. I went for that cast time talent instead. Was normally the better choice anyway. Just try to get it out very quickly and still be able to right click.
Options up.
Yeah. Aegis and Chinks. Is there any way they can stop this push now?
Well, it's gonna be up for Tribe to prove us if they can. It's ridiculously hard. But we've seen bigger comebacks, so not count them out yet by any means. But they need to not let Void get a good chrono. Like, either they need to get him chrono only on one hero so Oracle can save that person, and then they need to like Frost needs to go ham in the fights. Like, he needs to be able to destroy them, like kill sniper instantly and then be able to reality someone else.
Yeah.
And so far, OG, they've just been cleaning up his illusions ASAP in the team fights. Last team fight we saw as for just crawling it up and it's dying, and Gyro's black is doing hard.
Samarana at the very least, he does have that heart completed, so it makes it a little bit harder. 4k health points with that armored, 40-20 actually, funnily enough.
Resolution, here's a DD. Maybe they wanna go.
God. Witch Doctor gone on, but he proved to be quite tanky himself already up against the puck. It was fun. No chronosphere committed for him, but still being chased away. The rule will expire, the rule of many wins. Not necessary for OG to win this one, I guess.
Double butterfly in resolution, so he is a hard kill.
What the hell? You're right.
CK and Huskar, like, obviously both of them rely on right clicks, so... slippery fish right now.
Yeah. Does it stack additively, or like is it 70% or is it like slightly less?
No, it's 35% on 35%, so it's like 50 or something like that.
Stacking with diminishing returns, as they say. This Armored Gyro, they already lost in the tier 3. Frost committed his ultimate, but didn't really find a way in, so it's a bit of a waste. OG can just wait it out.
Yeah, OG plays this perfectly. That's like Gyro is sitting in front, he has the ADC super hard to kill. OG is sitting like ridiculously far back and super safe. But good blink by Boogie Daddy.
Oh well. Does have that ultimate. Alright, Hanskin will pay with his life for that, and look at all this power, look at all this pressure coming through. Pablo finds Hanskin, finds No Tail.
No.
Yeah,
Pablo wants
I'm not sure if they really thought this one through, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, if No Tail doesn't get the blink off there, they're gonna blow him up, and potentially they can take the fight from there on. But No Tail is fast on his fingers, able to blink away, and that's about it, I think.
There was still going to be a Chronosphere, there was still going to be Resolution anyway, right-clicking away at you. Didn't even have to use that big spell, and... well, Jonas farmed in the backlines. Was going to go straight for the tier 4s.
Yeah, not much Tribe can do here. Maybe Era can 1v5 them. Askar's time. Let's go.
Maybe if he swap network places with Resolution. Maybe they can do that. Spawn gets caught in the back, but the Ancient down to half health. Chronosphere on the fountain. Because why down not?
And I think that's a dead Era. Yeah.
This game's over. GG, well played indeed, and OG. Again, I don't think the draft was really the issue. It's just OG knowing exactly how to deal with it and saying, yeah, just gonna kill Era, make him a complete